Look what I figured out, everybody. Once I get this set up. Oh, I thought you'd be able to see me. Now you can't even see me. Oh, well, that's all right. Here we have P33 from our More Practice and Homework book. And my mouse doesn't want to move right now. I wonder. Okay. So we're working on evaluating numerical expressions, right? That's what we've been doing in class. So let's see what's happening here. It says Anthony writes the numerical expression 2 plus 10 times 3 minus 2 and says the expression has a value of 34. Is Anthony correct? Well, let's see. If I do this work and I evaluate, I'm going to think of order of operations. I'm going to think parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract, order of operations, say what? So we don't have any parentheses. I can check that off my list. No exponents. Check that off the list. Let's see then, we do have multiplying in here. So I'm going to start off to the side. 2 plus 10 times 3 minus 2. I'll just rewrite that expression. And now that I've gone through my order of operations, I know I'm going to multiply first. I have to bring down the rest of my expression. I haven't evaluated any of that. I have no more multiplying or dividing. So now I can go to adding and subtracting. Which one do I do first? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do just like when we're reading, we're going to look left to right. Whichever operation comes first is the one we do first. So we'll do, 22 plus 30. Oh my, 2 plus 30 equals 32. I still need to bring down the minus 2. And then we have a final gold medal answer of 30. So was Anthony correct? No. Can we figure out what Anthony might have done? What if he just worked left to right? What if he did 2 plus 10? That equals 12. I'm going to write it right here.
Can you please report to the front? Your right is here.
Excuse that interruption. So then if he did that, let's see. Then he was working just left to right and he did 36. Oh, look at that. So Anthony needs to pay attention in class. Anthony worked, let's say, let me write this better. He just worked left to right. Instead of following order of operations, say what, right? Oh, Anthony, he'll get it. All right, I hope you got it. Let's see what happens next. If you want to pause the video, if you're working and you want to restart it and check your answers, you can do that. Otherwise, we can just work together. So here, I think I need a piece of paper because you know I like a lot of space to write. So I'm going to rewrite this expression. We have 5 times the sum of 7 plus 4 minus 8. So if I have that, I'm going to start with parentheses. 7 plus 4 equals 11. Everything else, this 5 times this minus 8, has to come down, falling right down into its spot. No more parentheses, no exponents. I'm going to look for multiplying and dividing, and I see the multiplying. So I'm going to multiply 5 times 11 equals 55, bringing down my leftover expression, 55 minus 8. 55 minus 8. Do we need to rewrite it off to the side? Oops, minus. Goodness, my eraser. 55 minus 8. If I do that subtraction off to the side, I get a final gold medal answer of 47. There it is. So then in your booklet, you can just put that answer if you were working on a separate piece of paper like I was. Next, problem number 3. I'm going to work neatly. This was problem number 2. Problem number 3. We have 3 times 8 minus 6 times 3. Oh, there we go. So when I look, I have no parentheses, no exponents. Multiply, divide. I see some multiplying. So I'm going to work left to right. I'm going to do 3 times 8 equals 24. I'm going to bring down everything else in my expression that I haven't evaluated yet. I still have some multiplying here. 6 times 3 equals 18. I need to bring down this 24 minus. 24 minus 18 is going to give us a gold medal of 6. All right. Oh, excuse me for a minute. A little runny nose happening here. All right. Problem number 4. Let's see if I can get it here. Problem number 4. 120 minus 20 divided by 10 plus 2. All right, so you can't see that very well. Let me move over here. Move my paper out of the way. Here we go. Order of operations. Let's see, no parentheses, no exponents. Multiply, divide. All right, I see dividing. I'm going to do that first. 20 divided by 10 equals 2. Anything I haven't evaluated yet is coming down in its same spot. So I have 120 minus at the front of my expression. I've solved 20 divided by 10, and now I have to put the plus 2. All right, no more multiplying, dividing. Add, subtract. That's the last part of our order of operations. I see adding and subtracting. How do I know what I'm going to do first? Well, order of operations says work left to right if you have both of those operations in your expression. So working left to right, we're going to start with 120 minus 2, 118. I still have to evaluate the plus 2. 118 plus 2 is 120. Gold medal answer. I'm going to transfer that back to my page. 120. All right, the last one, I think I have room to do it right here. We have 5 plus 3 times 4 plus 1. All right, parentheses. Nope. Exponents. Nope. Multiply, divide. Yes, I see multiplying. I'm going to do that first. Anything I haven't evaluated yet has to come down. No more multiplying or dividing. Add, subtract. I have addition. I'm going to work left to right. 5 plus 12 is 17. I'm going to bring down that plus 1. 17 plus 1, gold medal 18 right there. Excellent. All right, I hope you're doing good. Number 6, we have a little table here to look at. The distances migrated in a year. We have a Pacific loggerhead turtle that goes 12,000 kilometers in a year. We have a hummingbird that goes 2,000 kilometers in a year. All right. It says an Arctic tern has the longest migration pattern of any animal. It migrates about 5 times the combined distance that a Pacific loggerhead turtle and a hummingbird migrate. Write a numerical expression to model the distance that an Arctic tern migrates. About how far does an Arctic tern migrate? So, let's see. I see 5 times, that's going to be important, the combined distance. Combined is a really good clue to a certain operation. All right, so let's see. If the Arctic tern migrates 5 times the combined distance, I need to come up with a combined distance. When I combine, I'm adding. Combined distance of the loggerhead turtle, 12,000 kilometers, and the hummingbird, 2,000 kilometers. So that is my expression that models the distance. About how far does an Arctic tern migrate? Well, if we do that work, order of operations say what? Order of operations say parentheses are first, 12,000 plus 2,000. That's going to give me 14,000. And then I have to multiply by 5. I'm going to use what we've learned early in the year. I'm going to hang those zeros out to the side. And I'm just going to do 14 times 5. So then I have 5 times 4 equals 20. 5 times 1 plus 2 equals 7. Then I have 3 zeros that will drop into place. About how far does the Arctic tern migrate? About 70,000 kilometers. I'm going to make sure to label it. All right. Good job. The math on the spot, there is a video in Google Classroom linked with the other video, this video and the IXL. So you could watch the math on the spot. I did put directions. If the link doesn't work, you can go through Clever. If you want to do the test prep, I'm going to put those answers on here now, and you can check your work. Try to do the test prep first before you watch and get the answers. All right, so if I look at this, I'm going to evaluate 3 plus 8 times the difference of 7 and 4. Order of operations, I'm going to start with parentheses. Everything else that I haven't evaluated yet, I'm going to bring down. So parentheses are gone. No exponents. Multiply, divide. Yes, right here I've got multiplication. 8 times 3 is 24. Bring down what I haven't evaluated yet. 3 plus 24. We get a gold medal answer here of 27. Hopefully you got a star there. Number 9 asks, a numerical expression is evaluated as shown. Look at this one. Step 1, 2 times 5 plus 28 minus 5. 2 times 33, it looks like there, minus 5. 66 minus 5, 61. Where did the error first appear in this situation? If I look back, order of operations, they did the parentheses first. 4 times 7 is 28. They brought down everything else. Right there, if I evaluate it without looking at that next step, if I evaluate this, there are no exponents. Multiply, divide, I see multiplication. So right here, from step 1 to step 2, they should have multiplied and they added. So that error first appeared in step 2 when they added instead of multiplying first. All right. Hope you did that one. Got a star maybe, I hope. Number 10 says select all the expressions in which subtraction is the first operation you perform when evaluating it. So if I look at 3 times 6 plus 14 minus 9, when I evaluate here, the first step would be multiply. There are no parentheses, there are no exponents, so that one doesn't fit. Here, I have parentheses, and in the parentheses I'm subtracting, so that would be my first step. B is good. And it says select all the expressions, so we know that means there's going to be more than one correct answer. Letter C, when I look at this expression and I evaluate, there are parentheses, and that says to divide in the first step, so that won't be good. D, I see no parentheses or exponents, no multiplying, dividing, I just see subtraction and addition. Order of operations say what? Order of operations say work left to right, so I would start right there with 9 minus 3. That's a good one. And finally, the difference of 10 and 4 divided by 2. I have parentheses, and in those parentheses is subtraction. So in number 10, there were 3 correct choices that would fit. All right, here's a star. Write and evaluate a numerical expression for the sum of the 3 addends, 8, 10, and 6, divided by 3. All right, let's see what's happening here. We need the sum of the 3 addends, 8, 10, and 6, divided by 3. So if I need the sum of these 3 numbers, That means I need 8 plus 10 plus 6. The word sum and the word addends tells me to add. If I need the sum, that tells me I need to do that first and get that answer and divide the sum by 3. That would be our numerical expression. If I solve this, I'm going to work in the parentheses first. 8 plus 10 is 18, plus 6, that would be 24, divided by 3 would equal 8. That would be our final answer. All right. A little bit of spiral review at the bottom. If you practice, you're doing a little bit of division here, a little review. And when you solve, in number 12, you would find that you have 11 boxes with a remainder. So if we are seeing how many boxes we need, if it was 11 with a remainder, then we really are going to need 12 boxes because we don't want any of those cans not in a box. And for number 13, it's going to work out beautifully for a whole number quotient of 78. All right. Hopefully you got lots of stars and smiley faces on that test prep page, and I will see you next time.